Hello, folks. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Plucking Petals podcast with James and Kyle. As always, I am Kyle.
And I'm James.
How are you doing, good sir?
Fantastic. Came here straight from work after stopping at Taco Bell. And
That's right. You just
a few
slammed it.
tacos.
Yes.
Yeah. I had some gym shorts in my car, so I have those on instead of my gross-ass work pants. But I still probably
I appreciate,
smell.
Yeah, I appreciate. Well, I don't smell anything. We have Febreze if we need it, but I'm glad you brought shorts and just not wear pants at all. I really appreciate it. I'm sure our guest does, because that's all about segues, and that's how we do things here. Comedian Sam Dee, how are you doing, darling?
I'm good, but it's actually pronounced slam dunk.
Slam dunk.
So...
Okay, slam dunk. We're gonna don't even. I'm gonna hold. You're gonna dunk on this podcast today. And I'm very excited. How are you doing?
I'm great. So happy to be here.
Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. I know this is short notice kind of deal. I'm going to be in Detroit all weekend. I don't know when I'm going to be back. So I might die up there. We don't know.
Oh, you're going too?
Yeah. You're going to the... Oh, what? Are you going tomorrow?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Why don't you guys say what you're going to?
No, we're not. No way.
It's a secret.
We're going to the Detroit Improv Festival.
Yeah, we're nerds.
Happens once a year, and I get to see some improv, and they have classes and whatnot. Are you taking classes and seeing some shows and whatnot? After this podcast, we'll have to talk about which one you're going to. We'll get drinks and food and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
that sounds fun.
You guys can meet my sister. She lives up there, so we'll get her trash too. I think my mom's going too. Not to the improv festival, but she's visiting my sister at the same time. So it's going to be a whole family affair. James, I have some fan mail for you, good sir.
All right, let's do it.
As always, you can email us at thepluckingpetalspodcast@gmail.com if you want to send us some constructive criticism, comments, and all that jazz. This is submitted by Stephen Bolin, and the subject line was betrayed.
Oh, okay.
But it's all lowercase, so I don't know how much of a betrayal you did. We're about to find out. My first week at MPW Industrial Services, that AK Steel, Middletown, Ohio, being overpowered by 4 people shoved in a trash can against my will after fighting, still getting stuffed in a trash can and left there and had to push myself off the wall. There's still no period in this yet.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm taking another breath. The wall just fall out of the trash can, and the funny thing about the whole situation is look closely by the fire extinguisher. There's a sign that says think safety, and I was wrongfully terminated for not reporting of me falling in mud yesterday, and MPW won't return my phone calls or nothing, and they say they're all about family, but they fired me 2 or 3 weeks before Christmas. Yeah, that's family right there. Thanks again, MPW. Glad you made my 8-month-old daughter first Christmas special. And the only thing that gets me through my life anymore is your podcast, and thanks, James. And I need more James tattoos.
Okay.
There's a lot to
First
unpack
of all,
there.
what?
Yeah, I know. That was all.
I had a lot of difficulty following the thread of that.
So what I read...
As far as I can tell, he got thrown in a trash can by 4 other gentlemen and then fell over, and that got him fired?
So I looked it up online, and apparently it's a steel mill in Middletown, Ohio, and they make steel stuff, and apparently they throw him in a trash can like an 80s film, like an 80s high school film. So, but you brought him joy.
Okay.
And also he has James tattoos that we need to discuss. He didn't specify where or what they were.
All right.
But if they're all in audio form, then it's just straight up just like wave files on his arms maybe.
Yeah.
So
if
thanks,
you were
Steve.
really a fan of me, though, you wouldn't get a tattoo because, I'm not big on tattoos.
That's true.
So...
That's true. Ooh, he's not that big a fan then, now is he?
No, he is not. Poser. All right, Kyle, I got one from you.
Okay.
To Kyle Wertz, my great singer. I hope you love the shirt. I guess he has a shirt for us in post.
Okay.
You are a little ugly, but I love you.
Aw, that's... Did my mom write this?
Please wear this shirt and get some 2015 concert tour. From Lee Jong-in, your fan.
Aw,
I
haven't gone on tour yet.
Okay.
But that's awesome. Hey, I'm excited about the shirt and whatnot. Anyways, Sam,
Yes.
you brought us a problem.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your problem for this week's episode.
You really want to just jump in?
We want to dive in. We're going to dunk on this problem. It's going to be a lot of dunk jokes. So I don't know about basketball. So
me neither. So
we're all just going to joke around. LeBron James, it's fun. I don't know,
I'm more
guys.
of a Michael Jordan and Space Jam kind of sports fan.
I feel like most people are. If they really had a gun to their head, then it'd definitely be Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm.
So my problem, fellas,
is
I don't know how to deal with middle class people.
Okay.
I'm a white trash gal coming from poverty.
Oh,
it's like a proverb.
I thought you said Prague.
Yeah.
I'm like, hold on. Your English is amazing.
Thank you.
That's great.
Yes. In old Prague town, we didn't have a lot of money. I'm the oldest of 7. Always struggling.
Yeah.
And now as I get older, I'm starting to meet people who they don't gotta worry about money ever. They've always been middle class, and they're always going to be middle class. Disappearing middle class, my tookus.
Yeah.
You know? And, like, whenever they try to tell me their problems, they're always very non-issues. Mm-hmm. And whenever I see people at shows, like storytellers or something, and they think they're telling this really riveting tale of perseverance, it's always like, that's just a normal problem. Like, that's not a real problem to me.
Exactly. It's just you didn't get gas for a couple hours, and you need to walk to the gas station.
Yeah, and I don't know. They always make me feel weird because whenever I tell them about myself, I always get that pity or immediate change of subject because they can't even process.
Yeah, they can't understand what others are going through.
Yeah, kind of. They always do a lot of humble brags and just kind of pretend to be a part of like the bohemian lifestyle, but mommy and daddy always got their back if anything really goes wrong.
And what do you mean by bohemian lifestyle? I'm not familiar with that turn of phrase.
Like they pretend like they're a part of the working class, but they're not. Like I came across it a lot more in college. I'm kind of under the
impression if you're middle class, you do have to work. Like now it's, usually well paid and you don't a lot of stress, but I think that it's like you're still a salary man. It's not silver spoon. Like,
well, they're like tourists of suffering. Okay. Like they want, like I don't want to name drop, but I know a very specific person whose dad is an orthodontist and they've never really had to work, but they like started to abuse drugs and alcohol to try to kind of see what
like
Bukowski,
normalize. Yeah.
Well, and because they wanted to be a writer and they never really suffered and they needed something to talk about, so they went and like looked for trouble.
Yeah.
But they, always had that cushion of support if anything really went wrong. So none of the risks they took were real risks.
Gotcha.
It's a lot. I don't know. I guess I see it more in the art community because there is no more starving artist. If you're an artist now, you have to have some sort of.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, you're a comedian. You have a day job. We talked about your day job before the podcast. That's just kind of how things work now. But there's still people out there who still do the starving artist thing. I think that's really dumb nowadays to do. I don't think that was ever like a good viable option. Like, I'm gonna live under a bridge for a while for my art. It's like you can work at Giant Eagle for a while.
Art is honestly like a big money laundering scheme anyway. At least like with so.
Have you not seen my T-shirts that I just bought the other day? Okay, yeah.
That's not what I meant, but like
it's fine. It can be.
No, like the big art world is essentially. It's an in-group. There's not really any empirical, difference between like, oh, this guy's amazing. His painting should sell for like $70,000 a lot of time versus someone who's selling on the street. It's just a big, I don't know if racket is the right word, but you just have like your elites saying that this is valuable, and it's just you need the right artists who are willing to play the game. And then it's just,
you got movers and shakers, and those people tend to be the deciders of what is good in bad art, and I'm sure we have that. And I mean, we have that probably around here in the stand-up community and improv community maybe too. I don't know. I'm still diving into this whole thing. I'm not really sure
in like media more specifically. This is just specific like painting and sculpting. It really is not empirical what's good or bad. It's just you have to play this game, and then in some situations it really is legitimately money laundering because sometimes like criminals will buy a large piece of art and resell it, and all of a sudden they have legitimate money. So.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, that's like you always got to put stuff into assets, I guess. When the IRS comes, that's why I have all my extra money in like CS:GO items, so I can just sell them on the marketplace, and then I have all my money back. So it's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a good way.
That's a good investment. We should buy more keys.
I'll buy a bunch of keys. I still have to do another video of that sometime. But dealing with middle class individuals, I guess I feel like as every class system, there is a good and bad version of, lower class, upper class, and middle class. And you just have to, maybe you're not talking to the right people, perhaps. But I know that with stand-up and art in general, you tend to bring both sides of the coin. Mm-hmm. So you kind of have to just swing at all of them.
The thing with me is, I guess I always just assumed everybody grew up poor.
Yeah.
And then when I find out that they didn't, it was like, well, now I don't know how to relate to you at all.
Exactly.
And I guess that I cast my own dispersions because they make me uncomfortable. Because it's like, well, we have very different lives, I guess. And
exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like, but having different lives, different experiences.
It's kind of a form of xenophobia almost. Like, I can't relate to someone who isn't, exactly has my perspective on life. But,
but I mean, it's I lost my train of thought there. You got me in a corner there.
I do say burn the rich a lot.
Burn the rich? Well, I mean, obviously, let's be honest, Dave here. That sounds totally fine. I'm fine with that. I feel like there's a good way and a bad way to approach these situations. And some of it has to come through you being accepting of that someone else may have an easier time, but also they also have to understand that you may not have had the same kind of advantages that they had, and they're not bragging. I feel like there's, I know a couple people who are very well off, and you wouldn't know because they don't brag about it, but I also know some people who do brag about that they have a bunch of money. And I kind of try to stay away from those people. I feel
like there are indecent people in like all castes. And it's just really hard to
There's
kind of
grifting
like,
all around. There's so much grifting.
That is true. So, I mean, like, at least in America, we don't have like that rigid caste system like in India. I heard that is kind of in the way out over there, but for the most part, you literally are. You're born as like an untouchable and like tough shit. This is your life. You can't go do anything different. Now, I know in the America, it's not as free as we'd like to believe. There's a lot of studies showing that the biggest factor in your success is really like the status of your birth, but at least there is the possibility of like moving up your own class here in America. So we got that going for us.
So how do we move up? How do we get this podcast from a middle class lifestyle to a high class podcast?
I'm kind of flattered you think this is a middle class podcast.
I'm trying. Hey,
am I dissing y'all?
No, not at all.
I think I'm probably textbook middle class, which is why there's why there's a little bit of tension now.
That's why he dropped the xenophobia.
I think I'm middle class as well. I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't say that I'm super high middle class, but I feel like I'm kind of in that good.
Yeah, like I've definitely that safety I've had my problems where I'm not like a $500 accident away from my life crumbling. But I wouldn't say. I mean, which I understand.
I'm very close sometimes. It happens. It's okay.
If something goes wrong, are your parents able to give you money to help you?
Yeah, they probably would.
Yeah, I'm sure at least I would have a place to stay for a little bit.
Yeah. My
parents do listen to this, so.
Do they own their own houses?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, that's a really
like
not a nice look.
I feel like I'm being judged.
Did you guys get cars bought for you when you were kids?
I did.
I didn't.
Hot dog.
I feel like we're gonna fight at the end of this.
Yeah,
I love this. No. I want to battle now. I'm gonna throw my audio equipment on here, and you guys are just gonna duke it out, and it's gonna be great. Everyone's gonna be happy.
I guess I have so many of my own hang-ups that like. I don't know. I automatically assume people are looking down on me, so I'm like, I'm gonna beat them to it.
That's right.
You bougie jerk.
There we go. You start internally destroying yourself. I mean,
it's that fine line to walk because it's like, I like am very appreciative of everything I have and realize that like other people don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can't like write a person off that like then they don't work for themselves. Like I get it, they have advantages, but there's also like people still kind of have to carry their own weight eventually, and not everyone does, and those people are garbage people. But
yeah,
I get that.
Those are the extreme versions. I would assume, and inheriting. How about $1 million for a loan, and then now you're
it's a small loan of $1 million.
It's just a small loan of $1 million fucking dollars. Yeah, I feel like that's just it's. When you beat yourself up like that, you're kind of like making some kind of shield and whatnot. A lot of what I do comedy wise and just in real life is me destroying myself before I get out the door in the morning so no one can touch me. I'm an untouchable creature, and god damn it, does it work. It works so well. It's just always all in the insides. It's just always grumbling, full of hate. It's great.
So like, what do you think would help overcome this? Like, what do you think would make it easier to talk to people?
Do we need to set up like a booth?
Free hugs.
Like we go to like a convention and we put a booth down on you and we're like, let's meet some people. Let's do this. Let's hang out. It's kind of like the Charlie Brown thing where I forget the girl's name now. Bad pop culture.
Lucy? Susie or
Susan?
Susan
Lucy. Peanut.
Susan. Miss Peanut has a psychiatrist booth. She's pretty great. So yes, what do we do to solve this problem? What do you think needs to change, whether in ourselves?
Well, I guess a roundabout way to do it would just be to solve inequality.
That is true. We all make
Step
equal pay. I read somewhere the other day, I don't have the article, I don't have proof of this, but I read somewhere in some capacity that if we divided all the money up in America, we'd all have about $700,000 a piece a year. So
that sounds real nice.
That'd be really nice. I'd like a better microphone once in a while. That'd be cool.
I want a piece of that pie.
There we go. Exactly.
So what would that do to
do
the
we level
value
it?
of $1 though?
So that's the downside.
It's so hard. Economics is hard.
It is. And that's why we're podcasters.
Yeah.
I would like accessible health care. I think if we could all band together and get that finally going,
nice.
that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Been really utilizing a lot of the free services, and they're not great.
No, they're not. And when they do cost money, they're expensive.
Yeah, it's something that like everyone needs, and you can't barter for it. If this is the drug that will save your life, you can't
you can't be like,
shop around and find the best deal.
I'll get half of this time. I'll get half a dose. It's fine. So only die a little bit. I mean, I have the ACA personally, and it is not super great.
I can't even afford it.
No, it's such a problem, and it shouldn't be. This goes into the whole political thing, but it shouldn't be an issue that we need healthcare. And I should be able to go into a doctor and be like, hey, fix me, buddy. Like,
please, I don't want to die.
Please.
Literally, this is all I have. It is my
family.
life.
They need me. Yeah.
Yeah, I got really upset and worked up at a NPR story they were saying.
NPR is just hard to listen to in the first place.
Yeah.
I like NPR.
It's like they're making out with the microphone the whole time.
Okay,
the mouth sounds are intense.
And I think she's out, but we talked about this last time. Diane Rehm used to make me like really aware of my own mortality.
Yeah. You're like, what if I just keep driving into this wall? If I don't make that turn on the highway, would it be worth it? Maybe. It's fine.
Well, they were talking about the epidemic about painkillers and everything, and how it's become such a problem, and how they need to ease up on the prescribing. And it just made me so upset, because that's completely disregarding the actual problem, is that working class people cannot afford what actually needs to be done to help them.
So they're trying to go any other way around it.
Yeah, all they do is put a Band-Aid over it.
Do you think maybe it could? Like, I know we're
pills.
spending so much money on like the war on drugs in prison. Is that? I mean,
and we nailed it. We are winning that. We are winning that war.
Yeah, that war.
We have won.
Yeah, drugs don't exist anymore.
We are just dunking on drugs today, folks. It's
Nothing but net.
Have you guys seen the documentary that recently came out on Netflix called Dr. Feelgood, which is not based off that song? Motley Crue.
Gonna make you feel good.
There we
so
go.
That actually made me think of the Gorillaz one.
Oh, that's Feel Good Inc., which in the same way, it's its own. But the documentary is about this one doctor who is prescribing painkillers to people, and he would prescribe them, man, they would probably take like 30 to 40 painkillers a day. And it's like, this guy, like, some people had side stories being like, well, this destroyed my life. Some people were like, I'd be dead if this wasn't for it. So it's like, everyone has a situation, and you need to cater. And I feel like that's where a doctor comes in to cater to these needs of this person who, you know, is having seizures. And you give them a couple painkillers a day, and you have to up the dose. And that's a whole thing I don't understand. So I am a media major with an English minor. The sight of blood makes me want to cringe forever. So I don't know exactly what goes on in that hospital, so I don't know. But yeah, I feel like every situation is different, and we need to be aware as a society and a community to those people who may need more help than others.
It's just
agree.
like, how do you get there, man?
How do you
I don't
get
really
there?
know, yeah. Too
Oh.
bad Gene Roddenberry's not still alive.
This is true. Is that the Star Trek guy?
That is the Star Trek guy.
Ooh, my girlfriend's gonna hate me right now. Yeah, he pushed a lot of boundaries in television and making social issues and whatnot. So who's gonna be the next Gene Roddenberry? Is it Chuck Lorre? That's the Big Bang Theory. And is it who else makes shows? The guys who make the guy who made the Fargo TV shows, which are delightful. Maybe him. I don't know.
That yet. I've
great.
heard
It's
really
wonderful.
Good.
It's so good.
Yeah. Have you seen Legion?
I did.
He
yeah.
does that too.
Okay. I liked
He's supposed to be
Legion,
making a
yeah.
Doctor Doom movie, and I could not nerd corner for a second. Could not be more fucking excited. I hate the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four are garbage characters. Doctor Doom is an amazing character, and he gets sucked into that Fantastic Four universe of shitty movies and shitty comics. And I like Doctor Doom a bunch, and I'm excited that he is doing it.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's gonna do a great goddamn
Noah
job.
Wiley?
Yes. Did you see the new season of Fargo? I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah,
but it was
it's good.
so good.
I love it.
Ian McGregor is in it, and he plays two people. He plays brothers.
I heard about that, yeah.
It's so good. I just want to do the Ian McGregor. And then speaking of Red Letter Media, did you watch the Ghostbusters review?
Yes, Red Letter Media had the Ghostbusters 2016 review.
God, that was so good. I didn't realize how much advertising was in that film.
Yeah.
Makes me real
It's
sad.
like emoji movie levels of advertising.
Oof.
Which no one should ever see.
You want to go see
Did
the
you see
Emoji
it?
Movie?
Oh.
I'm like, hold on.
I watched.
Are you dropping a
I watched
secret?
probably enough reviews of it to like equal the length of the movie because that's the kind of person I am.
How many?
Yeah.
Hold on, I have so many questions now. How many reviews of the Emoji Movie did you read before you're like, I've had enough?
The one that I thought did the best job is there's a YouTube channel called I Hate Everything, and then he did one called I Hate the Emoji Movie, and he just basically walked you through the beats.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's
the
really
whole
nice
thing,
to say that movie has beats to it.
The whole
Yeah.
thing is an advertisement. They're just hopping from app to app, and it's like we have to everyone get to Dropbox. It's so reliable.
I heard
a
about
line
that
from the
from my brother and me. They mentioned.
I didn't listen to this week's yet.
Oh, they mentioned. I think it was this week or last week. Do you listen?
Oh, I love
Oh,
Bim Bam.
wonderful.
I was listening.
Oh,
on my way here.
perfect.
Yeah.
I was listening
the-
to Adventure Zone on my way here.
Ooh, that new app.
I heard that. Actually, I
what's
didn't
up?
hear.
The new app.
No, I'm on episode 10. Like I just discovered
what a
it last
fun journey
week.
you're
Yeah.
on.
I heard that CISO is shutting down.
It already
So
did.
they moved. They're moving slowly stuff to this thing called VRV, which is like NBC owned, I think. So we'll see how that
CISO
goes.
was also NBC owned.
That's
though.
what I thought so too.
So I don't know.
I don't
why
know if they're like. I think they're rebranding. I don't know because I
But
mean
it was
with
Dan Harmon's baby.
yeah. Well,
Did he actually have a lot to do with the channel or the platform rather?
I think
know that.
yeah. But he also moved to VRV too. Is what I was reading.
I don't. I
So
haven't read
why
a
don't
lot
you know
about
these
it.
answers?
I don't know.
Call Mr. Harmon
I can
himself.
Google it.
We'll just
And
watch
I
Rick
think
and Morty in the
everything on CISO
meantime.
got sold to it. Like even that Cyanide and Happiness show, which was the other thing I watched on it.
Yeah, was that any good?
It was okay.
Yeah.
I used to like it a lot more when I was younger, but I still
Yeah.
occasionally check up on Cyanide and Happiness.
I can
Yeah,
dig
it was
it.
a good one.
I can dig it, but yeah, it just makes me sad. But I'm glad they found a new home. I love my brother and me. It's a great show. I enjoy it greatly. But yeah, they mentioned the Emoji Movie and how they were jumping to Dropbox. Like, how do kids know what Dropbox
They
is?
don't.
Like, how is that?
I guess they're just
thing?
advertising to the people that paid for the kids to be there. I would guess.
I'm assuming, but like, if I was an adult, and I had a child, those things are untrue. And watching a movie, I'm probably not paying attention to that. Like, it's not going to sell me on the product, but maybe I'm not their target demographic. So.
Oh man, they're making a throwback to something I used at the office.
Oh fuck yeah! Get those
that.
files.
Yeah, a friend of mine invited me to go see that movie, and I just responded.
And you're no longer their friend,
No,
right? That's how that
it
should
was
go.
so indignant. Like,
They're no longer alive.
I will never spend money to see that film, and I don't know who you are anymore.
Yeah.
And his response was, "There's a poop emoji character." Like, wow.
At that point, I would have blocked.
And it's Patrick
are morally
Stewart. Like
bankrupt.
It's
No,
Patrick
it is not.
It is. The joke is they got Patrick Stewart to play poop. Like, how much did they have to fucking pay him?
a lot of money.
A
lot of
I love
money.
Patrick
Well, with all the ads, they had money to burn.
I know. I can't imagine
That movie probably cost $0 to make because there
Yeah.
was just so much product placement in it.
Yeah, they probably just called all those companies. Were like, "Do you want to be in this movie?" They said yes because they're dumb, and then all of a sudden they just wrote them into
it
the
flop or
movie.
did it do well?
The worst part is that it's making money.
No.
It is.
Yeah, that's not
It's
that's
just-
not a
Even
whole.
Menchie's is in on this.
Menchie's.
Menchie's is in the Emoji Movie.
No, but they've been advertising for it. Like,
Ah,
they have a special
Jesus.
froyo flavor for it. And
Is it poop? I don't. Jesus.
there's a episode where, oh god, I can't remember that show, but he goes in and he helps the small businesses humorously.
Nathan For You.
Yeah, Nathan For You. He
Yeah.
goes and he has the poop flavored yogurt.
Yep,
So
that's a good
maybe-
one. Yeah,
maybe one
he's
of
coming.
Nathan's
They're
ideas.
doing another season of that show.
Are they?
Yeah, I'm very excited. That's
What
a
is
good
this show? I've never heard of it.
Nathan For You. It's a Comedy Central show where this guy is like he has a business like minor or something, and he goes around to businesses and like tries to help them in dumb ways.
Yeah, it's great.
So they had one episode where this guy he like wasn't getting people in his restaurant. So what he did was he made their it was like in New York, I think. He made their bathrooms free to use. But while they're going to the bathroom, they had advertisements playing showing all the food that they make there. And like they had like 3 people stay one time, so it was a success. Like it's think of the Review show, like that dry kind of humor. Do you watch Review at all? God, I love that show so much.
It's gone though, isn't it?
It's gone, yeah.
All the good ones go.
They did like 4 episodes of the 3rd season, and that was donezo.
Before it's time.
Before it's time. James, what's your problem for this week?
Well,
unless we have anything more to add with the class war.
No, we'll move past it.
No.
I
Whoa,
don't
hold
wanna
on.
make waves.
Hold on. That sounded like
I bet his
saw
parents
eye
are in the
rolls.
Illuminati or something.
Look, we all
How'd
wear
you know?
really nice robes. Yeah. Don't look at that plant over there. It does not have a microphone in it, so be quiet. It's fine. It's gonna be okay.
it's the Knights Templar, by the way.
That's fine.
sorry.
It's okay. We all hum and hang out and I think eat
Bam
pizza.
clip when he calls the Knights Templar. And Griffin is like, they have the Holy Grail, and we're calling them on the phone. We found on Google.
That
Love
show
you,
is so
Griffin,
good.
Travis, and Justin, if you're listening.
They're totally listening.
Who do you think you are of the brothers?
Ooh.
I'm Deaf Griff.
Oh, I think I'm Justin with all my food stuff. With all the Munch Squad things.
Griffin's the only one I like.
Are you serious?
No, not seriously, but I like him so much more than the other two.
Yeah.
They do blend well.
That's
but,
fine.
know.
Did you see their E3 video? Did I show you that?
I don't
It was a
think
good
so.
one.
They all went to E3 together as brothers, and it was great. And then obviously, Cool Games Inc. isn't going on right now, so we'll see what's going on.
It's hard to
with
keep up
that.
with all the McElroy content.
Yeah. Do you
I'm
know what's
really-
going
Do
on
you
with
know about the
that?
Cool Games Inc. one?
No.
Wait, do you know about Cool Games Inc?
Yeah.
Okay. So, like, there was some stuff that went on with Nick Robinson this last, like, week or so.
Oh no, what did he do?
So he's accused of like basically just harassing women.
Like, other, like, women
So it's one of those
journalists
things
and
you're like,
stuff.
I hope it's not true, but if it is, I hope he doesn't
Yeah.
get away with it because he made good stuff.
Exactly. And it's just, like, that really hurts. It's, like, one of my favorite podcasts of all time.
But
It's
it's
like what happened with the creator of Clarence.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's one of the best cartoons ever.
That's sad.
Yeah.
What's Clarence?
Clarence is a great cartoon. It's like slice of life of this little boy who lives in Arizona or the desert, and he just goes about his life, and he's really sweet and silly, and it's kind of like Adventure Time set now.
Okay.
And
Was that on Cartoon Network
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
How long did that last for?
Oh, it's still going on.
Oh, Clarence is
just-
still going on? Okay.
Yeah.
They,
They
just
just
said it part
switched
with the
The creator.
creator.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a bold
Yeah.
move right there. That's
and
a
they
bold
have
move.
a new guy doing the voice, and it's the exact same. I don't know how, but yeah.
Gotcha. Creepy. I'll have to check that one out then. I like cartoons. Cartoons are fun.
I like Adventure
Love
Time.
cartoons.
Gravity Falls is a really good one.
So good.
It's just a few seasons. You can just knock
I
that out
I
real
still
quick.
haven't seen that yet.
It's so funny.
I like it a lot.
Okay.
I actually would recommend the shit out
Yeah.
of it.
Okay. I will. That's on. I'll finish Wet Hot American Summer and then go back to cartoons. Then that's the idea. James, what's your problem for this week, buddy?
Well, I was gonna bring in a horrible parasite, but I think to kind of keep things a little more on the level.
No, this needs to be more serious. I think.
Let's keep.
So my problem
You got a
is-
backup problem?
Yeah, my problem's
You
gonna
got a
be.
backup problem?
I do.
And you didn't tell me
The
what your
world's
backup
full of
problem.
them.
Okay.
No, it's just like a simple throwaway. My backup problem is, and you're like, hey, on a scale of like 1 to 10 or whatever, rate whatever, and they give you a fucking decimal point.
Yeah.
So, because if I'm like, hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think of whatever? And they're like 7.5. I'm like, motherfucker, I said on a scale of 1 to 10, not 1 to 100, because that's what you just did.
Do you have a prime example of when this happened? Maybe today. 'Cause it sounds like it's just something new in
I
your
don't know
life.
when I thought of it, but I saw it again. Honestly, have you ever seen this Viner? He's a little chubby, he wears glasses, and he does really good voices, but they're all like usually like anime themed, and they're like 6 seconds long.
This sounds very niche.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't think so. So here's why it's even like Nietzsche. He was like rating waifus, which is just like, yeah, I know it's a dumb concept.
Okay.
And I didn't watch the video, but he started.
What's
He's like,
a waifu?
it's like it's just people that aren't into real women. They like a character from a piece of fiction is their waifu. It's usually
They usually have them on a pillow that they
the big
pump.
body pillows.
Oh, like James Franco in 30 Rock.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's now
Found
I
the
get
link.
it. Now I get it. Okay. I'm getting things now. I understand. I don't watch anime. We all know this though. It's fine.
Anime.
You really shouldn't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, anime. Yeah,
My
what
siblings do that to me, and I fucking introduced them to the shit. Like,
Just-
don't
what-
you dare!
just beat the shit out of him at that point, just out of principle. Why? What anime are you listening to?
No, he was just
watching.
like he was just like rating waifus, and I don't know why I stuck with the video because I didn't even know half of the things. But he was like, "Yeah, out of 5, it's a 3.56." I'm like, "Motherfucker, your scale isn't out of 5; it's out of 500."
Yeah, he's just
yeah.
he's
If
getting
he's doing it
weirdly.
for comedy, I get it.
Yeah.
But
There's
on
a
real scales, we need to.
yeah. We need to put the kibosh on that. There's one of my favorite food reviewers of all time. It's Report of the Week. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him, but he's this kid, and he wears this suit every time he eats food, and he reviews it, and he always does like, all right, out of 10 guys, this is gonna be like an 8.2, and you're like, come on, man, like have a stance about something.
Yeah.
He's really creepy. I can't wait to show you guys his face. It's real creepy. So yes, numbers are important. Is that what you're trying to get
Well,
at?
I'm just trying to say if your scale is relative, decimal points don't matter. So if I say like out of 10 and you give me a decimal point, what you're giving me is out of 100.
Yeah.
Just saying, man.
We should do a PSA about that.
Yeah. So if I asked you for out of whatever, you give me that whole number, or you didn't follow my instructions, and you shouldn't have just gone with it anyway.
I'm just gonna let you know from now on, whenever you ask me to rate something, I'm only gonna give you decimals.
So
I'm
that's
just
what I
gonna
mean.
let you
Kyle, on
know.
a scale of 1 to 14 billion.
Oh,
See, it's not funny if you have to go that many points
No.
something.
Why you crush my dreams? I finally had something over you in smartness categories, but no, not anymore. That's fine. Numbers are difficult, guys. What are we gonna do?
Hate them.
Just
Let's
hate
get
them.
rid of 'em.
Just hate the number. Just
We
dunk
need
on
to
them
use
numbers.
Just the hospital scale of sad face to happy face.
The 1 to 10. That's still a 1 to 10
Rewrite.
scale, though. Technically,
But it's using emotion.
It's
That's
usually, oh, emojis. We're back to
Ooh,
the
emoji
no,
ratings,
because
love
they're
it.
not poop. They're not the cell phone or the American flag. They're
I
just.
give this podcast a unicorn.
Ooh, that's a solid 5.
I love the report card from Arrested Development where, like, she got a crocodile in math.
God, I wish I went to one of those schools.
I just want one of those.
My-
Now I want a pain tolerance
My
thing.
favorite subtle joke on those was spelling makes me feel, and it was C-.
I really hope that new season's gonna go well.
I
I
know.
really hope.
Well, because the
I'm-
last one was so bad because I feel like they can only get the cast together for a single day of shooting.
Yeah.
So they had all these like weird one-offs. They're getting everyone back together, so I have more hope for it than the last one, but I still don't know.
I'm really really hoping.
I just stuck with Arrested Development Prime. I'm not gonna go into any of these other alternate realities that I don't feel comfortable in.
Yeah, you want
I'm
to
just-
feel safe in your Arrested Development zone.
Like they want to redo Firefly, and I'm just like, leave it. I know it ended too soon, but it's just not gonna be the same.
Just like maybe get the same minds there and make a new thing.
Yeah.
Like,
You can. It's totally.
Nerds have a really hard time letting things go, though.
I know. It's
but
real
then
dumb.
they hate it when they bring it back. They're
Exactly.
so cruel. There's no pleasing nerds.
There's no. You're gonna get stabbed either way. It just depends on which way you're getting stabbed by the knife.
But that new Spider-Man, though, I was
didn't
really
see it.
into it. Oh, you should. It's
Was
the
it good?
best. Yeah, I
Okay.
laughed so much.
You
And I
laughed a bunch.
Yeah, it was
okay.
so funny.
Cool.
That's what I liked most about it.
Because he's
I
like
think
kind of. Is he more sarcastic in this one?
No, he's just more likable. He's more like a happy-go-lucky teen. There's not a lot of moody brooding in it.
Do you like him
like.
more than Tobey Maguire Spider-Man?
Oh God, you could like a boulder that you ran into with your car more than Tobey Maguire.
He just had
Ugh.
Spider-Man's face painted on it.
Yeah.
He's like, hell yeah. I heard Michael Keaton was actually really good in the movie. Michael Keaton's great.
He's a national treasure.
I find it very strange that he just keeps playing bird characters now.
Fuck yeah, Birdman
Plays Vulture,
was awesome.
Birdman. I can't think of a third example, but he
sure
was
there
in
is
that.
one.
He was in that Founder movie about McDonald's, so he's kind of being a vulture on people. Boom.
Wow.
Whoa,
The
you connected
stretch.
that.
That's all
dots.
that improv practice I've been doing and being sad about. Perfect. All right, so numbers. We got numbers. We solved numbers
That was
today.
it. Like, I don't know.
We
I just
solved-
try to like have a one sentence thing. So.
That's fine. It was a one sentence. You did a good job. You achieved your goals, and I believe in you as a person and individual.
Thanks, Kyle.
Now we're gonna move on to our WikiHow segment. For those who are just joining us for the first time, we pull I look through them. I find a WikiHow article, and they'll have a community Q&A section, and that kids or maybe even adults ask questions on, and sometimes they get answered, sometimes they don't. So we're gonna help these people. And the article I pulled from was how to survive a serial killer. Is that what it was?
I can't remember.
Oh God, I can't.
This one's pretty dense.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a lot you gotta
how
do.
to hide from a murderer. But we're not going through how to hide effectively using other survival techniques.
Will this
and
help me
planning
in
ahead.
Dead by Daylight?
It
Yeah.
might.
That's what actually got me onto the game because I told him how much I enjoyed the wiki.
Exactly. And then we talked about what the Friday the 13th game for a little bit, and then we talked about Dead by Daylight
Yeah.
and how much fun that
We
was.
bought it.
Came
See?
back around.
So the first question is, how can I hurt the intruder? I mean, you can't. It's like a Home Alone situation. Like if they're in your house, you can throw paint at them, or you can set the door on fire. I don't remember the movie completely.
Break Christmas ornaments near the window, I think.
I want to know.
Make sure they don't have shoes though.
That is
yeah,
true.
how do they stop the shoe? There's something
He
involving
puts
tar
something,
or
something on the ground, and then they take.
So
their shoes
like
off.
as a robber, if I like went into a house and like my shoes got stuck on tar, that'd be like the good way to like be like, okay, well, this is not like the ideal place to rob, right? Like you guys wouldn't keep going and seeing like what's on the next door.
I just got hit by some paint and my head's on fire. Let's keep trying to rob this
But
house.
you know, if you're a robber, you're the most spiteful creature on earth.
This
so
is true.
something wrongs you, you are gonna get.
It's like it turns
revenge.
into a pride thing, and they're gonna like kill a child for pride. So I'm not
I
at that
would.
level yet. Yeah, are you? Okay, it must be. I
Don't
get
you
it.
dare dishonor my family, kid.
Must be a dunked on kind of thing, I guess. You're just gonna dunk on those kids forever until they can't dunk anymore. What if the murderer finds you in your hiding spot? Wasn't a great hiding spot to begin with.
I don't know. If you
I don't know.
if you believe in a god, now's a good time to ask him how he's doing.
Yes.
So do they go through this whole article without owning a gun? This is like what to do if you don't own a gun for protection?
I don't know. See, okay, we always have this argument where I think they're only 12-year-olds that are asking these questions. You seem to think that there are other people of different
I think
ages.
It's just all trolls.
I think some of these are
Yeah.
clearly trolls, and
It's
I
like
try to
10M
avoid those
level
ones.
stuff.
I found one about like sacrificing things, and they were just getting real stupid specific on stuff where it like wasn't as clearly a troll the whole time. I try to avoid those as much as possible.
Sounds scary.
But you know, you can't help it. What should I do if I accidentally kill the murderer while fighting?
Victory lap?
Yeah, dude, that's like you won. That's the win condition.
I know. You take his head and you take a spike and you put it outside the house and you put the head on the spike.
Be
so
kind of
they
hard
know.
to believe self-defense if you're like waving his head
And
on
that's
a
like
stick.
free murder. You're gonna
Exactly.
get away with with it.
Yeah.
Like, the murder came in, you flipped that script.
That's right. He was like, I'm going to kill this person. You're like, nah, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to tell all your murderer friends about it. Maybe you drag them around on your car. If you have a car, maybe your bike. I don't know how old this person is. So
No,
they may
I
only
love
have
medieval Pike rules.
I think that's
Out
good.
in the lawn and just show everybody, like,
That's the
come
name of the
at me.
episode, by the way, is Medieval Pike Rules.
Get 3 of your buddies and tie each of his limbs to your cars. And drive out.
Or if we're super medieval, we'll get horses. So we'll have to, like, go on Craigslist and find a stable and then, like, talk to them about
looking
that.
for 4 horses, $2.25 a person.
But only for an hour. It's like one of those shitty motels.
Maybe there's a petting zoo close by.
Just a bunch of sheep pulling.
Ponies!
Oh
yeah.
no, not the pony. I feel bad.
a little kid still on one of them.
He's crying, eating cotton candy. I don't know what you do at a
I'll
petting
never
farm.
remember this day.
Not at all. I've not developed into
No,
a serial
it's cool.
killer
This
myself.
is in self-defense.
Yeah, where's the line?
That's the rule. Well, the
How
rule is
gross can you get?
the rule is as long as you yell self-defense while the action happens, it's fine. I'm
like
pretty
those
sure.
two characters from South Park where they like hunt whatever they want. They just scream, "They're coming right for us!"
Yeah. Exact concept. Same one. How do I survive an axe murderer?
Bigger axe.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that one Michael Myers movie was pretty good. You could probably watch that.
Shields.
Shields are cool.
How I Married an Axe Murderer. Is that?
I think I Married an Axe Murderer. Something
Say
about
a lot
axe
of bad poetry written by Mike Myers.
Wait, hold on. Mike Myers wrote poetry?
Yeah, he does. Whoa, man. He opens the movie at like a poetry slam. And that's, I think, how he meets her.
Oh,
And he
Jesus.
says a horrible
It's been
poem
so
about
it's been so
women.
long since I've had cable to have Comedy
Yeah.
Central.
Yeah.
So that's I feel like that they play 3 movies and that's one of them. So, what if a murderer comes in while I'm sleeping? You're gonna forever sleep. You're just gonna be asleep forever.
If he's
I'm
good
a
at his
sleeper.
job, you won't even know.
You won't even feel it. He's probably gonna be gentle.
But, like, I don't know. Why not just go into, like, a profession where you could gently murder so many people, like, for the greater good?
Yeah.
Like, this is a service people really want. And
Yeah.
I've heard it being talked about as a lot of doctors won't euthanize anybody because they don't want to be called Kevorkian and
Yeah.
be known as the murder doctor.
Yeah.
So why don't we talk to the murderers?
fucked
Like,
up.
if you want to sneak in and softly kill,
Yeah.
It's like
become a nurse.
That's
Work in
just
an old
called
folks'
a
home.
twist on Dexter, man.
No,
Like,
no, they
I have
have-
to serial kill people.
Yeah. It's
So
part
I'm
of my
just
job.
gonna find people
yeah, if
that.
we could
Yeah.
just get the people in the right job, so much crime would be over.
What if the killer saw me in the house and there is no way out?
What kind of house do
I know.
you live in?
These are very weirdly worded questions.
So if I shut the door to the panic room and he's in here with me,
Rats.
oh,
What are we gonna do
Whoopsie.
now? What if you're on the top floor? Window? Sometimes you get ladders.
take the risk.
Yeah,
Jump
take
out.
it. You know what? You may break a leg or break an arm, but at the end of the day,
I've
you're
been
still not
recently
murdered.
getting into D&D, and I think it's only 1d10 per story you fall.
Yeah, so it's not that
yeah.
bad.
Oh, wait, side note, what character did you play on Sunday?
I did not play the dumb wizard.
You son of a bitch.
What'd you play?
Tempest Cleric.
Ooh, okay.
Now, can you tell her the character that I wanted you to play that you did not play?
No, I just like built a character sheet for a dwarf that was really stubborn that didn't mean to go to wizard school but stayed there. So his lowest stat is intelligence and his second lowest stat is wisdom.
wanted me to.
No, I think I had it more like he was really stubborn and people were like, should you be here? And he's just like, yeah? You just assume I shouldn't be here?
He did everything in his life to prove a point.
Yeah. So he stuck it out the whole time. He's a
Spiteful.
dwarf, so it took him twice as long, but it's cool. He's still got a long
Aw.
life ahead of him.
I believe in him.
Yeah.
See, I wanted him to play that character, but also that I'm sure the people who played D&D with you that day probably would have fucking.
Well, we had a
mad.
small group with just like Parker and two, like my buddy and his
Oh, okay.
cousin. So like I took it more seriously, but at side quest on Sundays they have like little one shots. So if we ever get one where it's like 6 or 7 people, I'm gonna play my dumbass wizard because
Yeah.
they're not gonna need me to win.
There
So,
you
like,
go, perfect.
Yeah.
I actually have a thing I do on Thursdays.
Ooh.
Dungeon
Oh, I'm
Crawl.
sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay.
Dungeon Crawl Classics over at Weird Realms.
Okay.
And it's a bunch of people, and we play all these dopey characters.
Do you guys like dress up and stuff?
No.
Okay.
We don't do the LARPing.
Do you
but
guys dress up?
No,
Okay.
I wear clothes. Like
That's nice.
I
I
have
mean,
my
that's
own home
important.
game, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I guess the last question I'm going to pull is, what do I do if I'm a kid with no weapons? See, I told you kids write these. I did that on purpose. Just watch all the Home Alone movies, I guess.
Attach yourself to their back. And then what do they get? They
won't, yeah. Oh, fuck, this kid wins. I'm going home.
One more, I'm sorry, because I like this one too. If I'm hiding in a room and the burglar is right outside the door, could he hear me calling the police?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Just play it off like you're ordering a pizza. Hello, pizza place. I'd like one serial killer in my home pizza.
There are stories about that though. Some people would be like spousal abuse and stuff like that. They'll call and order a pizza. Yep. Yeah, I find that to be very good, but also a great plot point in a movie if that ever happened. One more, I'm sorry, because we're back to children. What if the attacker is or identifies as a child? Can I defend myself?
I love the concept that it's like a 40-year-old serial killer and he identifies as a child, so you feel like you can't fucking.
Well, have you seen the movie Split by any chance?
I have not yet.
It's the
I know what the premise
new
is.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong movie. Actually, pretty good.
There's
All
the
right.
other son too, with Macaulay Culkin and a young. Not Bilbo, the other one.
Martin Short?
No.
Frodo?
Elijah Wood?
Elijah Wood, yeah.
Hell
and
yeah.
them as kids, and Macaulay Culkin's evil and a kid and murderous, and they push he pushes
each other.
them. Well, they're ice skating, and he pushes them into the water and tries to kill him all the time, and nobody believes him because he's just a kid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that's the moral of the story is don't be a kid and don't believe children. That's always the motto that I live by.
Yeah,
Don't
grow
be a
up.
kid.
Just don't be a kid, grow up faster. Speaking of children, my problem for this week is malls. I recently became a mall walker. Confession time. I saw you slow blink. I saw that asshole.
Do you wear orthopedic shoes as well?
No, I should. Okay, so
I'm so buying you a fanny pack. I'm actually going to do
I have
that
a
right
fanny
now.
pack. We
I
can
saw your fanny
match.
pack. Yes, I'm in. So what happens is I have a long lunch at my job, and I have decided that I don't want to spend my whole hour of work, hour break, sitting in a lunchroom. There is a mall right near where I work, so I go walk around the mall, get some free samples, go check out some stuff. I'm now a mall walker, assholes, and I love it.
How do you
It's
resist
great.
the Auntie Anne's?
I don't like pretzels.
Oh my
Hold on. I don't like pretzels unless they have a hot dog in them because I like hot dogs more.
Fair point.
They're good. And I'll eat a hot pretzel once in a while. I don't like pretzel rods. Pretzels. I hate those.
So what do you think fits Kyle more, this Black Lips fanny pack or this like hot pink camo one?
Oh, the camo.
I will.
Sure.
Okay, if you order this, I will wear this at the mall at least once.
Okay.
You
Before
keep
I
all
get-
of your important goods in it. Your power bar to really give you that extra boost.
I'll put little energy shots in there in case I get tired.
Your Bramate pouch.
Exactly. So like now I'm like I've noticed that there are just a lot of kids at the mall and they piss me off. I have 30 minutes to myself where I just walk around the mall, check out a Macy's dryer for a little bit. My favorite is that I always
Overpriced.
I love you so much.
Did you really buy it?
They're all overpriced, and my favorite thing, I'm just getting so good at just saying no, I'm just looking. But now I'm starting to go pretty much every day now. So like I start looking really creepy. But I hate malls. I love it, but I also hate it.
You gotta know. You're going in. It's like going into a daycare and being like, "What are all these kids doing here?"
This is true. This
That's
is true.
like the
But it's
mall
also
is
summertime right now.
The house the kids built. They're going to the Journeys. They're going to the Hot Topic.
Whoa, you're not going to the Hot Topic? They have
They're
all those
going to the
band
piercing
tees.
pagoda. It was made for
I
them.
hate
to
I hate
loiter.
how much I bring up Adam Ruins Everything's but
Yeah.
this one about malls.
Okay.
And they only
From the windows to
exist,
the walls?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of a weird tax loophole where like if you put all of your money into it, like you could avoid taxes on it. So there were way more malls that exist than like could actually be supported by people that shop. So I'm not really super sad that a lot of them are going out of business.
No, I'm actually quite excited, especially because this mall doesn't have an arcade, which I would love.
Yeah.
To play Time Crisis 2 or House of the Dead 2.
I love that one because the little pedal makes it feel like you actually have a chance to win. 'Cause you
Yeah.
can like take cover.
There's a little more skill involved with Time Crisis, and then they don't have any pet stores at this mall. So I can't.
Oh,
I would
but
love.
that's for good reason.
I would love to. I know, but I would love to like make their day a little better. But the fact they don't have it was good. Yeah. But I know some malls that have double
I think
pet
it's good
stores.
that they don't have a pet store at the mall.
Because they use like puppy mills and really gross breeding.
Yeah.
Is that like the PetSmart and stuff does that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like the chain mall pet stores were always very
This is
dark.
probably a dumb question. What really is a puppy mill?
It's like a mass produce. It's like a mass produce like nursing center in a very think of like just this room, but think of like I don't know, like 150 dogs in here.
Yeah, and you're
like,
just making them fuck.
Yeah.
Whether they want it or not.
Exactly, and they are shutting them down slowly, which is very nice. And
they breed dogs that are like runts together to create smaller dogs, and those dogs have a lot of problems and
respiratory stuff. Already on top of the fact that dogs already have problems like
I brought in pure breeds as a problem once.
I think you did. It's been a while since we brought up dogs, but we like dogs. The dogs
I love
are
puppies.
fun.
I want them to live the life they want to live.
Exactly, and not like in a PetSmart where they're like walking on metal the whole time. It makes me sad. So I would like to go to these places and make their day a little better because I can't buy them because my landlord.
You have such a smirk on your face. It's like, yeah, I want to make the puppies' day better.
Maybe visit a jail.
Yeah.
Maybe do that.
No, they won't let me walk around the jail. They'll let me walk around the mall though, and I get teriyaki chicken free samples.
Actually, that's not true. My friend was in jail and they had tours.
They
all
give
the time.
samples? Oh no.
They do. Well, if you ask the right person.
What do they give samples of? Here's a license plate that our inmates made. Like,
Here's some toilet wine.
Here's some. just really worked hard. This is a good year.
here's a shake made out of a toothbrush.
It's fine. It's okay.
So what I'm hearing your problem being is that you feel like an old man.
I do.
Just young it up.
I can't. Well, how am I supposed to young it up? Go to like the Spencer's Gifts and buy a bunch of the blacklight posters?
First of all, yes.
Okay.
And maybe just create some sort of tunic out of those.
Come
okay.
on, man, just join the old side. I love it. It's
I know.
wonderful.
Well, here's
Come
the thing
barbecue on
also-
Sundays with me. We'll go fishing.
I've noticed that in the mall they have mall walker signs, but I don't see anywhere you can sign up. Like there's like a whole thing, and there's a whole underground mall walking society.
Because they do it way earlier than you're there.
Fuck.
And you don't get to hang out with all the cool oldies, all the
I
golden
wanna-
oldies.
I know. I want to hang out with like I want
They get there before the
they
kids.
probably got some stories.
Yeah,
I know. I want to hear.
Mall stories.
So I'm gonna let you know that like once I get into this society for real, I'm gonna work hard. I'm bringing my podcasting equipment because this is the mobile podcasting equipment, and we're gonna talk to some ladies. I'm working up the courage right now to talk to the person who runs the train in the mall. Really trying because they had to wear overalls. They wear a whole outfit.
Choo-choo Chuck.
Yeah. It's sometimes a lady, so Choo Choo Carol, I guess it's fine. But yeah, I just like these people are so interesting.
Choo Choo Charlie's.
Choo Choo Charlie's.
Ooh.
But yeah, I just all the kids are like running around and they're making noise.
Hate
Even with
'em.
my headphones in, they still
They're
bother
listening
me.
to that Avril Lavigne song.
Yeah.
Where she intros it, hey, you want to go crash the mall? Which is an impossibility because it's a public place. You
Exactly.
cannot crash it.
let's go crash the public park.
Even if you're wearing a tank top and a tie. So
Look,
Is
that
a mall
is-
a public place? I thought it was like privately owned.
I mean, they can't say no, punk kids.
Well, they'd lose a lot of business.
they
Yeah.
would. That Hot Topic would go out of business in like a week's
They
time.
don't feel like an open air mall. A lot of times, those are like public streets. I don't
yeah,
actually
kind of like
know
those
the-
little like those plazas or whatever. I like those.
But it's
Those
like
are
saying,
nice.
I want to go crash an Applebee's.
Yeah.
You're not crashing.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. That's true.
Get
You're,
that 2
you're,
for
you're
20.
welcome to come in unless we can kick you out. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no shirt,
Exactly.
no shoes.
Yeah,
That's-
kind of serves. It's Applebee's. They're really trying. We're as
Millennials
millennials,
killing
we're
Applebee's,
killing
yeah.
them. So
Good
I read
riddance.
this article the other day that was about this new saying that apparently is going around is like instead of like hold my beer, it's hold my avocado, which clearly someone who is like really old made that and was like, this would be hilarious.
Hey guys, I got my finger on the pulse.
I just learned Twitter.
I still haven't
Hell
learned
yeah, you got
Twitter.
those
I want some
hashtags up
tips.
in here. I'm not good at Twitter. It's me making jokes about eating pizza rolls.
I hear if
I'm
you
not good
just
at it.
retweet celebs and like reply to higher up people and put a bunch of hashtags, that's the ticket.
It's kind of like Instagram too. You just kind of have to aggregate everything at that point and just steal a bunch of jokes. It's pretty not fun, but that's how people make money on the internet nowadays. So, But yeah, malls, guys. When's the last time you guys went to a mall?
Dude, I can't even remember.
Okay. I went last week.
I went looking for shoes, and I was very frustrated that it was also expensive.
Yeah.
So now I'm just a Maxinista.
There you go.
I'll take all the throwaways from the mall, thank you.
That's fine. Hey, they still work. They're still. I like going to the clearance shoe things. I'm mucking up my shoes all the time. So no, thank you on that.
I usually go around Christmas time.
Okay.
When it's the worst possible time to be in a mall.
Mm-hmm. So you just like that kind of pain.
No, I don't know how to buy people things that don't live at a mall.
God.
And it's all right there. And they got the deals.
And there's Annie Ann's.
I love Amazon.
I know.
Amazon's great.
I just used it. I literally used it during this podcast.
Yes, you did.
That is not an endorsement from
you get some
Amazon.com, but I hope you have Prime shipping. That's all I
I do.
Thank God. Let's
I
not
like
be
using
heathens.
that Prime. I don't pay for it myself.
Oh, there you go. But the Prime's where it is, and you get all the movies and TV shows and stuff like that too. Hell yeah.
Which I do not utilize, but I did buy a smoker on Amazon. I imagine shipping that probably almost made up for the Prime cost.
Yeah, because I think Prime is like $100 a year, a little over 100.
I thought it was 80.
Yeah, it's 69,
A
79,
meat
something like
smoker?
that. Yeah.
You didn't just get a barrel and weld the top?
I rent. I bought an electric smoker. I would love to do that if I had a yard, but I don't. I cannot afford to own a house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a yard, but we are so busy all the time we never get to use our grill, and we got one specifically with a smoker.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I used mine yesterday.
Meats.
I had the day
Yeah,
off yesterday.
how was the
That sounds
ribs?
amazing.
You texted
Yeah,
me
pretty
and
good.
you asked if I was off work. So, how were the ribs? Good.
Yeah, they
Great.
were good.
What was the rub that you used?
I was in like total slacker day drinking James mode, so I literally like.
So you just grilled and drank by yourself?
Elise was home for most of it, but she
That's
did go to
good.
work
Okay.
eventually. But yeah, it was just like freaking putting. I just pulled down all the spices that normally go in the rub and was just kind of. So it turned out pretty good.
And you crawled and turned on your PS4. Is your PS4 still doing that weird ghost thing it did last
That was
week?
so weird. It has not done that since.
We were recording last week at his place, and his PS4 all of a sudden just turned on and spit out a game. That was it. That's all. That's yep.
It rejects your play.
Exactly.
My
What was it?
anime
What
game.
game?
It was Persona 5. It was my little anime game.
Gotcha. Did you beat you beat that already, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in like the
I've
middle
never
of a
played any of
second
those
playthrough.
games. They seem...
It's the first one I ever played, and it's like if Pokemon in like a high school dating sim had a baby.
I really want to play that Dream Daddy game. That one looks
Have you played that
fun.
yet?
I've not. I'm not going to. I don't want to support that.
Why?
No.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I don't like Game Grumps that much.
No, neither do I.
Oh, they're the people that like paid to have it outsourced or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a YouTube
They're like
channel.
famous like YouTube Let's Play people or whatever.
I see.
Just yelling into a microphone and hanging out. I'm not their target demographic, so I can make fun of them. It's fine.
But it bothers me because the one guy on it, Aaron, like has his only a few iterations in it, but it's sequelitis, which is really in-depth reviews of
when he wants to do good work, he'll do good work, but he doesn't do good work
and
anymore.
Really well done, but I just feel like the way that YouTube monetizes stuff, it promotes that kind of lazy content where it's just like we film ourselves playing a game, and you can upload an hour of it every day, and you're getting all those hits and those ad revenue clicks, and I don't like that.
Exactly. That's a whole nother problem.
I don't know how you can monetize that better based on like quality of the content. That seems really impossible to do.
There's some
but
people, though, like on Twitch that play for more than a shift of work.
I know.
And I don't see how that's humanly possible. That seems very,
I feel like that
very
would...
into the realm of mental illness to me personally.
Exactly. To be watched like that all day, like I like entertainment,
To
but
sit that much all day.
17 or
Yeah.
18-year-old James could have done that.
Yeah.
30-year-old James is incapable.
it's like I'm tired.
I like playing games, but I don't know. I can't do that much of a stretch. And I like games that are, I don't know, maybe not as entertaining. Like I like Dragon Age and I like Witcher and things. I like more.
Yeah,
I've
like
beaten
RPG.
The Witcher 3 like 3 times.
It's a good one.
I know, I love it.
Did
so
you get
much.
any further?
Did you get laid every time?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, you did.
But I have to say, like, you know, I kept being like, all right, I'm gonna go with Yennefer this time because there's more content for it.
Yeah.
And Triss, like, I don't
Yeah.
know, I liked her.
Did you
more.
get any farther in Stardew Valley?
I did. I played for about an hour and a half yesterday.
Okay.
I'm growing hops now. I'm a hop farmer.
Oh hell yeah! Ashley told me that she was before the podcast. She was talking about expanding her cow farm her cow.
I'm not that far yet. I just built my first coop. So.
Gotcha. My girlfriend is naming all of the animals different versions of my name. I don't know how I feel. It's adorable,
Kai.
but I also don't know Kai Guy, Kylie. And she's running out soon. I really hope so. It's getting embarrassing. All right. Well, folks, we are now at our happy endings segment of the last part of the podcast. Sam, I have a bag of suggestions from our good friend James, not James over there, but our good friend James, and he wrote a bunch of things in there, and I need you to pull one out. We don't know what they are. He wrote them drunk, and I told him not to tell me what they are. We have to make this bad thing like a silver lining aspect to it.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Perfect.
Reseal it. Like a mummy's tomb.
There you go. Boom.
There's air in it, sorry. Okay.
If you can't read his handwriting,
Do I
you
read
can try.
it?
Yeah, go for
Go
it.
stale.
Accidentally killing a kid and then living with that for the rest of your life.
So normally, this is the part of the podcast where I say, these are normally centered around his life and his experiences, and I really hope that didn't happen. He hasn't confirmed or denied that one yet, so...
I think this is pretty topical.
Yeah, this is great. We're talking about a lot of kid
discussing.
stuff today.
Yeah.
Kids on the street, kids on the beat kids. Beat kids. Yeah, I don't know.
So this street urchin is suffering.
Yeah.
He's out there just eating pigeons.
Yeah.
And panhandling.
Okay.
And who knows what.
Yeah. Turning tricks.
See, it said
out of his
accidentally, and you just made you grabbed the kid's head and very.
Oh no!
But if-
I
okay,
accidentally
if I
fell
tripped-
and turned.
I tripped and grabbed his ears and twisted real hard to try and catch my balance.
I'm sorry, I'm not in control when I'm falling.
Oops! Street urchin could be drunk because that's all you can
I
afford.
missed the accidentally. Yep.
So that's more like, hey, my phone rang while I'm driving it, and all of a sudden.
Oh, that's my biggest fear.
Yeah. Wasn't that in the movie Eat, Pray, Love?
You tell us.
I think there is. So I used to work at a movie theater, so I got to see a lot of movies in between parts.
And I remember why
one
you
of
watched Eat, Pray, Love.
That's
Just
right.
admit you went to watch it on purpose.
I didn't because it was free.
Oh yeah,
It was the timing thing.
You know, if something's free,
And
you
I like
still chose to do it.
I like Julia Roberts. Okay,
Who
she's
doesn't?
great. She's great.
What's she been
Just
up to
own
lately?
it. Own that Eat, Pray, Love.
I watch Eat, Pray, Love. It's fine.
Woo!
It was not great.
You're so unburdened.
But it wasn't great. So it'd be different if it was a good movie, but it wasn't. What has Julia Roberts been in lately?
She's in one with the kid with the weird face.
Mm.
His weird face isn't real, so I can say that. He's playing.
No, I mean that
person.
doesn't help me at all.
Keep going. Keep going.
It's like the autobiography of a
camera.
person who has a very specific disease, and they put a bunch of makeup on a kid's face, kind of like the movie Mask with Cher.
Okay.
But this one.
So accidentally killing a kid, right?
That's
What would
a
be the
hard
silver
one.
lining? Well, I could say that not everyone gets to kill someone, so you're kind of in that one specific category.
Maybe that kid was gonna grow up to be the new Hitler.
Boom.
Maybe the kid's a murderer.
There we go.
And
Maybe
you
that
caught
kid was
him.
trying to kill street urchins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
he-
that's you had to do a little digging
There
to
you
find
go.
out that the kid was evil.
You had to go on his Instagram. You had to find his Facebook.
No, but this is not accidentally. You're just advocating
okay,
for
so-
what's good about killing a kid.
Which is pretty much
no.
everything.
So you have to look into it after it accidentally happens
I
to
see.
really.
Okay, I
Gotcha.
Like you accidentally run down this kid and realize you saved like 1 million people's lives.
But that's only later while in jail that you reflect upon that.
Well,
you
if you
could
keep
get away with
moving,
it.
you
You
keep
know,
moving.
Movies and TV shows make it seem like they solve murders all the time.
They don't.
do not.
They are busy and
Yeah, I
paperwork.
think it's like
Really,
a
guys?
50%
Yeah,
like
if
solve
that.
rate. Like I think if
Those
you
are good numbers.
kill someone, like it's a coin flip whether you're going to jail for that or not.
I like it. Back to that math game right there, 50-50.
The new Julia Roberts movie is called Wonder.
Wonder.
And
When does
I
that
tear
come
up
out?
every time I see the trailer.
I don't think I've seen that
'Cause
yet. I'm gonna watch that after this.
A big baby, and media manipulates me very easily.
Perfect. That's what I like to
To
hear.
tears, anyway.
Speaking of manipulation, what do you got going on? What do you got?
Well, as a woman, I know manipulation like the back of my hand. I have going on Sherapy, my
Okay.
show.
Yes.
That I have once a month, last Wednesday at Forest City Brewery my co-host Lisa Perrin and I are
Friend of the
both
pod.
legitimate doctors
Mm-hmm.
who invite all of our brethren, our kin, our sufferers to come on in, grab some beers, and tell us their problems, and we will sort them out.
Mm-hmm. And this month, I believe, was anger, right?
Anger is the theme
Awesome.
for this month, and we're going to have some great guests, some great times,
Some good laughs.
great
Maybe
laughs.
even cry. I've seen the show twice already, so I've enjoyed it each and every time. So you got that. Are you doing anything else?
I'm a part of Laughter Can Cure. It's a charity comedy event,
Ooh.
and that is on the 23rd.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I'm auditioning. I'm trying to get into some stuff. I'm doing sound work for Pandemonium, which is Cleveland Public Theater's annual charity event for the theater, and all the money and proceeds go to beneficial programs with the theater, which I'm always a really big proponent of. I like when kids in need can access creative outlets. I think that's very important. And yeah, that's what I have so far. And I'm going to see Bruce Campbell when he comes through at his book signing. So if you're standing in line waiting for that, I'll be there.
Hold on. Where is he going to be?
I don't know.
God damn it.
I'll figure it out once he gets close.
Is he going to be in Ohio, though?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
think he's coming to a Borders on the 28th.
There's
There's
Borders?
no border.
Something
Barnes
like
and Noble?
Barnes and Noble,
Okay. There's one in Crocker. Maybe he's doing the Crocker one?
probably.
Oh, you have to let me know when that is. I'll probably go.
28th.
Yeah, there we go. I listen. Not really. I try. James.
Total hearsay, but my buddy Matt Bruce Campbell was a huge fan, and my buddy had this hat that he had like a lot of signatures on. It was important to him.
Yeah.
And he went to Bruce Campbell and asked him to sign it, and he's just like, I don't sign garbage.
That's awesome. All right, we're going to go around the room real quick and tell everyone your favorite Bruce Campbell film.
I just Army of Darkness. I know it's boring.
Army of Darkness?
It's not boring.
A boring
That's a good
answer,
movie.
not a boring movie.
Oh.
No, that's
Yeah.
a good answer.
Yeah.
Your favorite Bruce Campbell film.
Bubba Hotep.
Thank you. You took mine. You took mine. Have you seen
I
that?
actually forgot about. I have seen that, and I
It's so
forgot it
good.
existed.
I
I
until
used to
you
have a
just
Bubba
said that.
Hotep t-shirt that I got from Hot Topic when I was a teenager.
Sometimes Hot Topic has some cool
They used to have some cool movie t-shirts. Now they don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bubba Hotep, if you haven't seen that movie, Bruce Campbell plays Elvis. And he
true
goes
Elvis.
the true Elvis, he
and
goes in the
switches
retirement home.
places with a
With the-
impersonator, right? And the impersonator is the guy that died on the toilet, so he's just in an old
Yeah.
folks' home and is actually Elvis.
Yep, and he's hanging out with the
mummies.
black JFK,
Yeah.
and they have to fight a mummy.
It's
Yep.
the best.
That's amazing. It's a great movie. Mine's gonna be Bubba Hotep, but I guess I'll just say Evil Dead 2 then, as we can go around that way. Or all the Spider-Man, or the first 3 Spider-Man movies. He's in those movies because Sam
they're
Raimi.
not-
Sam
he's not
Raimi
the
did them.
lead.
Yeah, but he's in it. It's fine. It's fine.
What does that bird notice? He was
Oh
like,
God, little USA characters
Yeah.
not
Fresco
welcomed
County
here.
Jr. was good.
who? Was he the main guy?
It was his show. It was like a Western. It was silly like Xena.
Ooh, okay. I'm interested. I'm into that. James, you never have any plugs. What are you into this week then?
I don't remember. What did I say?
I don't know. We talked about Bruce Campbell and we
Yeah,
moved.
we did. I bought you a fanny pack.
Oh, I appreciate it. I will buy you something in return. It's going to be another fanny pack probably. For me, I just put out some new t-shirts that are going to be available at my upcoming shows. August 24th at the Agora, I'm opening for Psycho Stick. And September 6th, I am opening for Froggy Fresh at the Beachland Ballroom. You can get all your tickets online. I'm very excited for both of those shows. I have new merch, new t-shirts, new flasks, all that jazz. I am doing improv with Something Dada most Saturdays of every month at the Lakewood Beck Center at 8 o'clock. Tickets are about $10 to $12. Come see some funny stuff or come see some improv. I don't know, whatever
I
whatever you
the
see.
Adventure Zone. I'm really into that. I just found that.
Okay.
I know people have known about that, but I like the Adventure Zone.
James likes
That's
the
what I'm
Adventure
doing,
Zone,
yeah.
folks. So
It's the
listen,
best.
listen to the
Everybody
Adventure
loves
Zone.
The Adventure Zone.
I think that's it for me. I don't know. We don't got anything else going on right now. So
I don't think so.
cool beans. All right, guys. This has been the Plucking Petals podcast with James and Kyle. As always, I am Kyle.
And I'm James.
Have a good day.